Hi everyone, I'm David.
And I'm Leah, and this is Wine Forecaster.
So today we're going to try a 2013 Chambourcin. This is from Stony, Lonesome. You may not have heard of Stony, Lonesome because it's kind of under the cover of Three Brothers Winery. So Three Brothers Winery on Seneca Lake.
Very close to Geneva.
Mm-hmm. And they've got three different wineries and actually a kind of like a microbrewery.
Yeah. So it's three wineries under one umbrella with the brewery.
It's kind of like a Disney World for wineries. And actually, I think the guy who owns the proprietor is a I think he worked at Disney World doing sets and stuff like that. And he kind of brought his talent over there. And it's actually really, really cool to walk through and see the different wineries. And it's definitely worth the trip over. I mean, it was really actually cool to see.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But we're really interested in good winemaking, of course, and that has to go along with it. So we chose a wine from their upper echelon winery, that's Stony Lonesome, and what they had, Stony Lonesome, Bagdare.
The brewing is Warhorse, and then they had Passion Feet. Passion
Feet was kind of like
the fun-loving, romantic one. They call it. There's a gift shop there. They're really known for the wine slushies there. But the Bayou,
that was really cool.
You're talking about the Bagdare, so there's kind of tongue-in-cheek, names of their wines.
It was cool. So, but we really, this is, first off, it says a state reserve, and I didn't see any other version besides this one for their Chambourcin. So I don't know what the meaning was of that designation, but maybe it's just saying that it's from Stony Lonesome, I don't know. So
Chambourcin is a French-American hybrid grape, and they're not really sure what the origin of Chambourcin truly is. I'm sure they've done some genetic testing along the way and things like that. But ironically, it's actually grown everywhere. I mean, Australia, Europe,
Loire Valley, in France.
And of course in the U.S. and many different areas
of the U.S.
So, to be honest, I don't remember having another Chambourcin.
I think we did once.
Okay.
But I know it's being that it's a hybrid, they've really worked on making it hardy, and it's much more rot resistant. So that from a winemaker's perspective, it's a lot more. It's a more secure grape to grow. It's more hardy grape.
Hardy.
So, let's give this one a whirl. It's a very light-colored, ruby-looking wine.
I know they can make this in two different forms, the Chambourcin. They can do kind of like a drier type of wine, or they can do a sweeter one, and they've said that this is sweet.
This is more sweet.
But it certainly doesn't smell sweet, does it?
It's very candied smelling.
I suppose I get that, but it's kind of, it's more elusive.
Almost like a raspberry.
Yeah, or even a floral component to it. It's very mild, almost like maybe an apple blossom type of a smell to it. It's very delicate almost.
That's a good one.
Huh. It's very sweet. Wow.
That's very sweet. Again, almost like a strawberry taste.
Yeah. A little raspberry in there too.
There's a little hint of pepper that is on the back of my tongue. It's short-lived.
Yeah, very unidimensional. I don't really get a little bit. Actually, I get a little bit of an apple component at the end. To be honest, it's kind of interesting. It goes from sweet to a little bit tart with that second sip. Interesting.
I'm not a real big fan of sweet wines. People ask me like what kind of wines I like, and I'm trying to get more into the habit of saying good wine, not like one type. So,
who doesn't like good wine?
But every wine has its place.
Right.
Sweet wines will have their places. So it's okay. I don't know. Whether it's really my cup of tea. What do you think?
Yeah. It's interesting. They actually say on the website to serve it chilled, and I can actually see that. I mean, this is
room temperature.
This is wine room temperature.
Right.
But I could see it in the refrigerator for an hour or two and actually have it taste better. I certainly don't. I don't want to anger anyone, but I could see this as something you would put in sangria. This would be perfect for it. You know, especially with summer around the corner and things like that. You know, fruit. I mean, it's a very fruity wine. It would really complement something like a sangria really, really well. You might be able to do like a spicy dish with this as well. You know, so you're offsetting the spice with the sweet.
I think that, you know, I gather that it's probably what I anticipated from what I had read about Chambourcin, so it reflects that pretty well. So I would give it a positive grade at least with that.
Absolutely.
So Chambourcin, they're 2013. Three Brothers Winery's Stony, Lonesome estate. If you haven't been there, check it out. It's definitely worth the stop in and, you know, to experience it for yourself, and all the hard work that he did. And to put it together, it really is pretty cool.
North side of Seneca Lake.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, The Wine Forecaster. I'm Leah.
And I'm David. It's wineforecaster.com, and we'll see you with our next review.